Max was the clockmaker's apprentice. He had been working in the workshop for as long as he could remember, learning the intricate art of clockmaking. Every day he would watch the clockmaker's skilled hands and try to mimic his movements. He was small and quick. His nimble fingers could fit into the tiniest spaces, making him perfect for delicate repairs. He could dart around the workshop, fetching tools and parts in the blink of an eye. He liked to be helpful. Max took pride in keeping the workshop tidy and organized. He would sweep the floors, dust the shelves, and ensure that every tool was in its proper place. The clockmaker was old and slow. His hands trembled slightly as he worked, but his eyes still sparkled with the passion of his craft. He had a wealth of knowledge and experience that Max admired deeply. He had a long white beard. It flowed down to his chest, giving him a wise and grandfatherly appearance. Max often wondered how many years it had taken for the clockmaker to grow such a magnificent beard.
"Don't go in the attic, it's dangerous." The clockmaker's voice was stern and his eyes were filled with concern. He had warned Max many times, but the boy's curiosity was hard to contain.
But Max was curious. He had heard strange noises coming from the attic and had seen shadows moving under the door. His imagination ran wild with possibilities of what could be up there. One day Max went to the attic. He couldn't resist the pull any longer. He climbed the creaky ladder, his heart pounding with excitement and a bit of fear. The door creaked open, revealing a dusty, dimly lit room. The attic was full of clocks. They ticked and tocked. The sound was almost hypnotic, a symphony of timepieces all working in harmony. Dust particles danced in the beams of sunlight that filtered through the small windows. There were big clocks and small clocks. Each one was unique, with its own design and personality. Max marveled at the variety and craftsmanship of the clocks. There were cuckoo clocks and grandfather clocks. The cuckoo clocks chirped cheerfully, while the grandfather clocks stood tall and majestic, their pendulums swinging rhythmically. In the middle of the room was a big, strange clock. It was unlike any Max had ever seen. It had gears and springs that seemed to move in ways that defied logic. It looked like a robot. This was Tok. Max dusted Tok carefully. He turned a key. Tok's eyes flickered open. Max was surprised. He had never seen a clock come to life before. He had made a new friend. Tok's eyes glowed warmly, and Max felt a connection with the mechanical being. He knew that this was the beginning of an extraordinary adventure. "Hello," said Tok. His voice was rusty.
I am Tok. I've always wanted to see the world.
Tok looked sad. Max felt sorry for Tok.
"I can show you the world."
Max and Tok explored the workshop. They peeked inside the clocks. They found tiny worlds. They met tiny people. There were fairies in the cuckoo clocks. There were knights in the grandfather clocks. Tok was happy. He was seeing the world. But then Tok started to slow down. His steps became wobbly. His voice became quiet.
I'm winding down.
Tok whispered. Max was worried.
"What will we do?"
Max knew he had to help his friend. He remembered the key he had turned to wake Tok up. He ran back to the attic. He found the key. He tried to wind Tok up, but the key wouldn't turn.
You have a kind heart, Max. It's one of your greatest strengths. But you need to be more careful with the delicate mechanisms we work with here. The clockmaker patted Max's head gently, a warm smile spreading across his face. "Thank you for your hard work and dedication. I feel much better now knowing that you are learning and growing each day." The clockmaker took out a small silver key from his pocket, its surface gleaming under the workshop lights. He carefully inserted the key into the back of Tok, the clockwork figure, and began to wind it up. "This is a special key, Max. It's not just any key. It holds the power to bring Tok to life." The clockmaker, his brow furrowed with worry, examined Tok closely, looking for any signs of damage or wear. He held a magnifying glass to his eye, meticulously probing the intricate clockwork mechanisms to ensure everything was in place. The clockmaker looked at Tok and shook his head sadly, realizing that something was still amiss. "You shouldn't have done that, Max." The clockmaker's voice was stern, his anger evident. But he also looked concerned, knowing that Max had only meant well. He hurried to the attic with Max, hoping to find a solution to the problem. "Please, you have to help me." Max's voice was filled with desperation. He needed the clockmaker's expertise. He ran through the workshop, his heart pounding, determined to find the clockmaker and fix his...
Every tick and tock was a lesson in itself. He became a better apprentice. His skills improved day by day, and he took pride in his work. The once clumsy boy was now a diligent and focused young apprentice, eager to learn and grow. He never went into the attic alone again. The memory of the chaos he had caused was a constant reminder to be cautious. He respected the boundaries.
Filled with excitement and anticipation. Every day was a new adventure, a new opportunity to learn and explore the magical world around them.
Max and the clockmaker worked side by side on a clock, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of a nearby lamp. The soft light created a cozy atmosphere, making their work truly magical. Max and Tok were the best of friends. They shared countless moments of laughter and discovery, each day bringing them closer together. Their bond was unbreakable, forged in the fires of adventure and understanding. They had many more adventures in the magical workshop. Each corner of the workshop held a new secret, a new story waiting to be uncovered. The magic of the place was endless, and so were their adventures. They learned about the wonders of time and imagination. The clockmaker's teachings went beyond the physical. They delved into the realms of creativity and wonder. Max and Tok discovered that time was not just a measure, but a canvas for their dreams. The workshop was no longer a lonely place. It was filled with laughter, learning, and the ticking of countless clocks. The once quiet and solitary space was now alive with the sounds of friendship and discovery. It was full of life, friendship, and the magic of ticking clocks. The workshop had transformed into a place of wonder, where every tick and tock told a story, and every moment was a new adventure waiting to unfold.